Hi everyone, Joe for JaspysCaseBreaks.com coming at you with 2020 Bowman Baseball. It's a mixer, a 7-box mixer, 3 hobbies, 2 jumbos, and 2 sapphires. It's a pretty great mixer here. 7 boxes of really good stuff. A pretty decent price point too, I feel like, to chase some monsters. Big thanks to all of these folks for getting into the action, and congrats to the winners in that jumbo pack break that we just did. All the teams are right here. All the teams are in. All 30 are in. Let's roll it. Let's randomize it. 4 and a 2, 6 times for each list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6 times, Deborah down to Matthew. 4 and a 2, 6 times for the teams. Wow. Nationals down to the Yankees after, wow, Yankees on the bottom. There's 6 times there, 6 times there. There we go. All right. Deborah with the Nationals, Darren with the Rockies, Derek with the Padres, Pete with the Red Sox, Derek with the Diamondbacks, Jacob with the Pirates, Chris with the Marlins, Conrad with the Rangers, Darren McKenzie with the Astros, John with the Braves, Josh with the Indians, Amber with the Royals, nice. Pete with the Blue Jays, Bill with the Mariners, Rich with the O's, Jesse with the Angels, Clint with the A's, nice. Logan, Tigers, Joseph with the Twins, Mike with the Reds with your last spot mojo, EA with the Mets, Lenny with the Cardinals, James with the Phillies, Jesse O with the White Sox, Amber with the Cubs, Clint, you got my Dodgers, Joseph with the Giants, Fred with the Rays, Brett Myers with the Brew Crew, and Matthew Shearer with a spot that you won. Get randomized the Yankees. Wow. Pretty nice. All right, so let's sort by column B right there, and let's box that up. Any trades? There's all 3. There's all 7 boxes right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Any trades? I think that was it for the triple threads, Tom. The Select 2020. Are you talking about the Blaster, Kyle? If so, then yes, which will happen tomorrow, if it fills. We're done for the night. This breaks another hour. The Mosaic packs will take 10 minutes or so. Then the Noir breaks another 10-15 minute break. That should bring us right to the end of the. We're already over. We're already 45 minutes over, but we're just rocking. Looks like no trades. All right, it's late, so let's roll. TWC trade window closed. Let's print. Let's rip. Let's get to the good stuff. As always, no paper ships in this unless it's Robert Posson, Bobby Witt Jr., or Jason Dominguez, of course. Yeah, I think that's what it says on the site, Kyle. It's not going to change. Don't worry. It'll still be there tomorrow. All right, we're going to do the 3 hobbies first, then the 2 jumbos, then the 2 sapphires. Good luck, everybody. Should be a good one, I hope. Don't know, Kyle. All that's on the site, buddy. If you go to JaspysCaseBreaks.com, the details of the spots are going to be there in the filler break. That's not going to change. And then if you look right above it, I think, will be the absolute break itself, and you'll see exactly how many boxes are in that break. All of your answers on the site. If it's sold out, then it'll go tomorrow. And we'll give away those spots tomorrow, and then we'll do the break itself. All right, good luck, everybody. So we'll slide the paper aside. Get the chrome right on here. And we've got a Josh Groshans to 125. Aqua Shimmer. Top load those a little bit later. And a chrome Jason Dominguez. Nice start for Matthew Shira. And it'll be for Matthew Shira. Nice. And our autograph, 1 per hobby box, Alvaro Sejas for Lenny and the Cardinals. Chris Welty says, "What is that spot paid?" Oh, that's right. He won the spot too. Yeah, so yeah, it's paid for.
I can handle it, I think. Are you crazy? Probably. Can I borrow your glove?
These aren't numbered, but obviously they will ship. The atomics are nice.
Yeah. Is that your favorite pitch?
Sorry?
You throw curve?
Yes.
Tell me.
Trouble with the Curve on MLB Network in the background. Did you like it? It was better than I thought it would be. I liked it too a lot. I was like, Amy Adams and Clint Eastwood and Justin Timberlake? Like, it seemed like an odd trio to put together, but it was pretty good. I think the Amy Adams Timberlake sort of interactions were a little cheesy. The rest were pretty.
No, ma'am. Never had the grades to suit my mom. Kept getting beat in chemistry.
Chemistry. You gonna be around here for a bit?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait here, alright?
Vicky, I just can't do it. This isn't an open trial.
I swear to you, he's the real thing.
There's no paperwork on the kid. I just can't.
Robert
Out of the field and let him
Posson
I'm
paper.
here to visit you, Pete. Okay, so I don't care what you have to do. You gotta make this happen, okay? You owe me.
I can't believe El Pollo Loco ran out of food. There's Robert Posson, Oakland A's. That'll be for Clint. There was no sign at the thing? Unbelievable.
The staff feel that the workers are leaving. One of the girls is not moving her car. Sir, it's nothing. It's not food.
There's Nomar Mazara, a White Sox. That's right, to 50. Gold paper for the White Sox, Jesse O.
Mickey saw it. And Mickey saw it. You're damn right she saw it.
Nice spread, good one. No, it was not the one with
This year's draft
Ed Norton.
based on what you heard and what your daughter and girl saw.
We need to go down to the field. Mickey's brought us something we gotta see.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what Mickey does. Hey, you watch yourself.
Let's go.
Gillette Pro Glide and Pro Glide Gel. Blades and a pivoting flex ball.
I don't remember a Gillette commercial in this movie.
First stroke. The wash and away dirty smile.
Interesting directorial choice.
Not a dirty person. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. This is a sound on a random basis. The participating law
Zantac causes cancer? I've never taken that in my life, but a lot of cancers on this list. But how much Zantac would you have to take before you get cancer? If you like took one Zantac, would you get the cancer? How much Zantac are you eating to get the cancer? I'm not sure what's regularly. What's regularly? Oh, and then later diagnose the cancer. All right. Everything causes cancer, right? If I eat enough of these Bowman baseball wrappers, I'll probably get the cancer.
Sound, I heard it.
Come on, what is this? We don't have all day.
Gentlemen, Mrs. Rigo back to San
Come on around that donkey.
Peanut boy? Is this a joke? You don't want to waste my time with him? That's it. I see all I need to see. Just hold your ass right there. Alright. It's gonna be ugly.
Start with the fastball.
Muncie bat flips, love them.
I don't know if these are for us. I'm guessing they are.
What are they?
Pretty awesome. I don't know if you saw them already.
No.
Oh, peachy and upper deck on there.
Whoa.
You alright?
Yes, ma'am.
Nervous?
No, ma'am. It's just a game.
You're right, Rigo. It's just a game.
Bobby Witt paper. Royals. Amber. Sorry, we'll get that top load before we go. We're trying to save a little bit of time here this late at night.
Looks like Sandy Koufax.
Yep. Combined with Steve Carlton and Randy Johnson, that's not even his best pitch. Show him the curve.
There's Davy Garcia for the Yankees gold paper to 50.
Nobody saw this? Think he's got potential, but isn't a number one pick.
Christian Pash to 499.
Jeez.
Goes to the Braves, Jonathan Griffin. He's supposed to be pretty good, Christian Pash.
Gentry knows it's coming, he still can't hit it.
Isan Diaz is your rookie autograph. Marlins, Chris on the board.
Jeez, who is this kid? What do you say now, jackass? That's known as trouble with the curve.
Dominguez paper. Matthew Shearer.
If I'd have been any help along the way, she'd be managing her own club now because she knows more about baseball than anyone in this room. Now, in my place, they did what too. How about you, Jeff? Contract's gonna be up soon after vacation. Anything you want. You name it, I said, I'll think of it. Unbelievable. Really fucking about the bottom.
He's been hitting close to 400.
And how much the cost of certification, please? That's what I want to know.
So,
How much do I think a Wander Franco Dominguez 20 out of 25 ought to go for? Out of what? Out of Bowman baseball? Well, Dominguez is going to outpace Wander Franco easily, even though Wander Franco is considered probably the #1 prospect in by like Fangraphs and Baseball America and MLB. So that's, I mean, smaller market in Tampa Bay. I have no idea. I'm not going to talk about Panini stuff in a Tops break. I'm sure it'll do great, though, because of Dominguez.
Yeah?
Name the pitches he took deep.
You came all this way to ask me that?
Paper Robert Posson.
Yeah.
For the A's, that'll be for Clint.
Charlie, huh? Oh, yes, so. Or who? Is that it? Is that all we got?
Chrome. Jason Dominguez. That'll be for Matthew Shearer. Couple chromes, paper, doing nice.
I'll be taking the bus.
Another baseball movie, maybe? Ooh, Robert Posson Aqua to 125. Nice. A's, Clint. Pretty highly touted international prospect there, too. And our autograph out of the hobby box is Aaron Shortridge. Purple Chrome, 138 to 250. That goes to the Pirates. That will be for Jacob.
95-mile-an-hour fastball misses up for ball one. There'll be some butterflies.
World Series game, game 1.
Some of the Nationals who've been waiting a long time.
As much as I want to hear
No bones about
Joe
it.
Buck,
This offense is so underrated. Not a lot of people know how good they are against fastballs over 96 miles an hour.
we want some NASCAR Xfinity Racing Series? Sure. Scout out some good drivers here. Ooh, night race. Chrome Robert Posson, nice. A couple good Roberts popping.
Those teams worked their tails off. The other Houston hasn't even made a lap on this thing before tonight. Neither had Brandon Jones. He even got wrecked out, as we talked about at the top of the show. Those guys are in the second and third. Big
Now remember, folks, I am done for the night. My evening is booked. We've got still have another, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes or so left in this one. And then we've got a couple noir breaks. Oh, sorry about that. A couple noir breaks and or a couple mosaic packs to get into that noir break, which will close out the night. But Teddy is still alive. Ted is still alive on Instagram Live doing personal boxes at Jaspy's Breaks. Might have some of this Bowman on there, I think, if you're interested in doing a hobby box. Ooh, watch out, Byron Jones. Byron Jones? Eric Jones? William Byron?
Really fast. That is a treacherous turn 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Man, there is no grip in the Luger gun. That huge lead. He didn't want to see that. 11 seconds. Poof, gone. I mean, here we are side drafting, and you know Hemrick's not going to get
All right, 2 jumbos and then 2 sapphires.
all the way down into turn 1. Jones wants to stay in the gas. He's got all that air pushing down on his nose, and now, boom.
Wait.
That thing snapped quick, boy.
It definitely did, and that's just a product of that traction compound, that car on the outside.
All right.
Frustrating to be able to try to pass somebody like that. One group racetrack.
Another Paper Dominguez. All of those add up. I think there's more out there in the world now, so maybe the value has tapered off a little, plateaued a little bit maybe, but the hype is still there, still strong.
Kid did such a great job. I know he's going to be super frustrated. But it's another tore up race car.
I mean, it's 1 and 1A on the frustration meter. I mean, he's frustrated, but so is Austin Cindric. He had that huge lead. The last thing he wanted to see is a caution. And here's Hemrick audio. He was racing with Brandon Jones when he went around.
Brandon Jones. Phil Clark. Gold, 8 out of 50. Blue Jays. Pete Aloisio with the Bluebirds. There you go, Pete.
Oh, the 8 hit the wall there.
Good to see Brandon Jones out of the car.
Yeah, he did. Good shot.
Yeah, he scuffed up a little bit. 20 laps to go. He must have had like that wobble walk all the way.
Well, I would say he moved up, made an adjustment. He saw the 19 car coming at him and probably jumped the cushion, got up out of that traction compound. Seek. Oh, yeah, you can see the 8 clear at the top of your screen. Again, I would say he countered. When he saw the 19 coming up at him, he moved up to give him some room. Jumped the cushion, got in the slick, like we saw that 5 car earlier and got in the wall.
That's a little bit more than just a little bit. That's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
That's going to be questionable.
You know, it's amazing though, Kurt. We've
Paper
seen
Robert
these
Posson.
bodies on these race cars in the Xfinity Series. They could live to see another day.
What is it?
Tristan Lutz, Speckle.
The 19 and the 8 right
Finishes off that stack.
last night. Brandon Jones nowhere to go. And both teams had to go to a backup car for tonight, as we have discussed so many times. And both had brought those cars.
Ethan Hankins, purple paper for the Tribe. That'll be for Josh Pruce. And of course, Clint's been getting all of these Robert Possons here as well.
Set of circumstances, but yeah, we got the same result. Almost 4 wrecked cars here.
And we got Andy Pagas.
This with 20 laps to go, and I'm wondering.
Dodgers. Clint with my Dodgers. Apparently a big Cuban prospect? Yeah.
On the lead lap, so keyword hit here.
Yeah. Keyword is strategy. Didn't mean to walk over there, Adam, but I think that's strategy. This is, we saw it last night. 2 tires.
Chris wondering if anyone's a Marlins fan here.
Look at some of those opportunities
Not,
here. 19
not
to go.
sure.
Man, this is not. We just talked
How many diehard Marlins fans do you think are watching right now?
They proved it last night.
I guess there's still about 55, 60 people watching.
To me, the strategy
It's gonna be a rough few years for the Marlins. They've got some good youngsters though. I mean, they deconstructed that team big time, and you know they got to count on guys like Isan Diaz from last year and all these and JJ Bledays coming up. I mean, those guys are still Bleday's probably a few years out. So there's Chrome Robert Poston. So yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, that's a lot of faith in Jeter, the staff, the front office, to reconstruct a team. I mean, I almost think for the first few years, maybe it's easier to. They had some good. They had Yelich. They had Marcelo Ozuna. I'm pretty sure. You know, there's Aaron Shortridge, 104 to 150. I mean, they had some. JT Real Muto was on that team. They had some players. You're telling me they couldn't work around that for a few years? I mean, maybe contracts were coming up, but still. Pirates, Jacob. But yeah, I mean, they came in. They tore it down real fast. And we'll see if. I mean, there's JJ Bleday right there. There's Bobby Witt Jr. paper for Amber. Nice. So it's gonna take some. I don't know. Maybe fans are just kind of holding their breath. Let's see how he does. Let's give him a shot. Jeter in the front office. You know, we'll see. Oh, you were looking for someone to buy your Marlins spot. I see. Well, if someone did, we would still send it to you, Chris. We can't be the middleman there. We'd still send it to you, and then you would complete the transaction with whoever you make the deal with. All right. Yeah, it could be 10 years, maybe even less. We're gonna start seeing some. You know how many drafts have they had under Jeter? Two or three drafts under Jeter. I don't know how involved Jeter is in all these picks, but it's easier. He's just the face, right? So, but only 2 or 3 drafts. And then, you know, maybe three to 5 years, maybe even less for some guys. Might start seeing some stuff happen. That Isan Diaz kid who plays second base I put him on my fantasy team for a little bit last year. He was hitting all right. You know, he could marinate a little bit and grow. He'll get playing time this year, that's for sure. Yeah, Jordan Yamamoto's interesting. I think he's either from California or Hawaii. He's from around on the west side here. Pretty sure. And then yeah, he had a few good starts. He's interesting because he doesn't have overpowering stuff, but he's like I think he's a righty, but he's like a crafty righty. You know, so he's got a few different pitches. I think he locates decently, and you know, so I'll bet he could be a sort of mid-rotation guy. I mean, maybe for the hobby it won't be that exciting, but there's Andres Munoz, Padres, but just as a player, it'd be pretty good. Yeah, that's the trouble, Will. You're right. It's the division they're in. I mean, Phillies are really good. Braves are incredible. You know, Mets look good. But who knows? Maybe after 5, you get 2 to 5 years for some of these Marlins prospects. Then they get another few more years under their belt, and they marinate a little bit, and who knows? There's Matt Liberatore for the Rays to $4.99. They also don't have real fans. Well, I think they would. I think they would if the Marlins ownership back in the day didn't have didn't kind of jerk the team around. To be honest with you, forget the owner. Was it Huizinga or something like that? There's Jesus Sanchez for the Marlins. But like they like spent a lot of money, made a big splash, had some flashy players, and then won the World Series and then tore down the team. Then they kind of built it back up, spent a bunch of money, won another World Series like a handful of years later, and then just like laid waste to the team again. And then you have Jeter's group coming out. There's Damon Jones with the Phillies, $4.99. Then you got Jeter's group in, and they're, and then they rip down the, rip up the team again just when it started, to have some promise with like Yelich and JT Realmuto and a few other guys. It was not a horrible team. And then they tore it down with new ownership, just wanted to start clean, which I understand. But from a fan's perspective, when you see that happen in a few years or a few times over the last 20 years, right? Like you're not building generational fans. You're just building fans that are like, oh, the Marlins suck this year. We're not even going to pay attention until they're good. They created fair weather fans. I mean, there's such a massive Cuban population in Miami, and you know how big Cuban baseball is. Like they've got a fan base. They've got a fan base thirsty for baseball. So I mean, to have to waste that market, how if I'm Major League Baseball, hell, if I'm a fan in Miami, I'd be so pissed at every owner and every mistake, just not taking advantage of just a built-in baseball-loving fan base in Miami. Incredible weather. How many free agents could you lure to Miami? Tons, probably. If they had decent ownership. There's Jason Dominguez. I mean, if Jeter can get things on track. Oh, there's an autograph right there. Tariq Skubal. So another Jason Dominguez chrome, and then a autograph for Logan Douglas with the Tigers. But yeah, I mean, with Jeter's star power, if they do decently with the rebuild, they've got some promise. I wouldn't be surprised if Jeter kind of pulls like a Pat Riley kind of situation, starts luring free agents in. They could build a super team. I mean, that could be a really interesting storyline there. But yeah, I know people were pissed at Jeter, but I feel like they had to do that. I mean, I think they could have worked with it, but maybe it was just better to just tear off the Band-Aid. There's Xavier Edwards for the Padres. That'll be for Derek Melanson. A late first-round pick there. Looks like a compensatory pick at 38. But I don't know. Jeter's not an idiot, right? I don't think an ownership group would work with Jeter and give him that kind of team control if that was the case. I think he started like Players Tribune, I think, so he's got a little bit of that sort of LeBron, Kobe sort of business mindset and just good instincts. There's Ian Anderson, Aqua Shimmer to 125. Braves, that'll be for Jonathan Griffin. So let's see how he does with this. Robert Poston paper.
Continuously, it's that inside groove. It's so treacherous. Guys cannot get the grip that they need down there, and you're just washing up into the ground on the outside.
Allgaier back in the top 10, 7. Huge change of events for him and his race team.
Yeah, I love this angle right here. Driving out into turn 3 with Gragson on the inside. He's trying to keep into the DJ1 race, but that harness outside took away all of his side force.
All right, we're almost done here, folks. Flew through this break.
Drove it off there now pretty aggressively. Unfortunately,
Now the Sapphire. This has been fire. Sapphire. Tampa Bay. Speaking of Florida teams, I feel like they're a decent team too, but they've squandered their chance. That location is terrible from what I hear from people in that area. They said, Joe, that location's awful. You know, you got to go. I forget how the bay is constructed. I think it's like a C, right? And the water comes in this. That's where the Gulf comes in. But like, I think they're down here, and the Buccaneers and the Tampa Bay Lightning are on that side of it. That's north, by the way. Are on that side of the bay. Both of those teams are there, and that's where all the people live. Suburbs and city and all that sort of stuff are there. But down here, you got to go all the way around, go across the bridge, or go all the way around, and that apparently just takes forever to go around that way. No, it's just terrible to get to, and the people in the area are just like, I don't know, retirement folks or something. I don't know, folks who retired from New York down to Tampa Bay, and that's where they live, and so it's a weird stadium to get to. And so that's a problem, right? And it's not a very attractive stadium to get people to go all the way, go all the way around out there. So, I mean, if they moved it to where the Tampa Bay Lightning, the NHL team, and where the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play, which if you watch their games, they don't seem to have a problem filling stadiums, even in lean years. You know, I know it's NFL, but the hockey team, they've been successful too, but they haven't had a hard time. So you know that there are sports fans there that are willing to support a team. So I don't buy the idea of the Tampa Bay Rays, you know, that baseball doesn't work in Tampa Bay. You know? Hard when the Marlins Stadium is sick. Yeah, but Tampa Bay and Miami are like, it might as well be a whole state across, right? That's far away. It's not like, you know, the Marlins are poaching Tampa Bay fans from the Tampa Bay area. So, I mean, that's another. They got to build a new stadium. All right. There's Aaron Ashby, who I think is Andy Ashby's nephew or something like that. Yeah, Uncle Andy Ashby, if you remember the Ashby family. Andy and Alan, I think. Yeah, but if they get a stadium... Oh, nice. Zach Hess for the Tigers. Logan. 1 of 1. Wow. Wasn't Logan trying to trade the Tigers? Woo. Wow. Nice. All aboard the Big Hit Express. Woo woo. I mean, I don't know what he goes for on secondary market in general, but I mean, 1 of 1s are always nice. Tigers are another team. The Tigers got Casey Mize. They could be rebuilding. All right, here's the second box. Let's see what we have in here. There's C.J. Abrams to 75. That'll go to Derek and the Padres. yeah, Logan's like, I don't care what. You're welcome, man. I don't care how much he goes for. It's a 1 of 1 out of Sapphire. Excellent point. Yeah, you're right. Why are we splitting hairs? Just be happy. It's awesome. Luis Robert has been solid out of the Sapphire. White Sox, Jesse O. The next autograph is another Detroit Tiger, Cooper Johnson, for Logan Douglas, who got randomized the Tigers. Strong finish. The last, 2 out of the 3 autographs.
This is just like last night. The Call It Cars.
Yeah, last 2 out of 3 autographs for Tigers. One is a 1 of 1. And we're gonna close out with Christian Pash for the Braves. Braves still have Christian Pash still coming up the pipeline for the Braves. Crazy. All right, there you have it, boys and girls. A little bit of a longer break, so why don't we do a quick little recap here. There's that 1 of 1. Pretty nice break. A lot of Dominguez's, and I've got a pile of Bobby Witt Jr.'s and Robert Possums on the other side right there. A lot of nice color being pulled from the break. But there's the autos and the Dominguez's. Thanks for watching. That was the 7-box 2020 Bowman Baseball Mixer, break number 2 from JaspysCaseBreaks.com. I'm Joe. I'll break more with you next time. Bye-bye.